Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me in today's paint session. My name is Tiffany Enos and I am from the Gila River Indian community. Let's grab our art supplies and let's get started. The first thing we will need to do is use our painter's tape to tape down all four sides of the watercolor paper onto a flat, clean surface. Now that our paper is securely taped down, we can now start sketching out our pot and our cactus. For my cactus, I like to make them uneven and rough looking to give it some character. You can make it however you want. This is your very own piece of work. Be crazy and creative. So now that I completed my sketch, it's time to add those lovely colors to our painting. As you can see, I already started using my watercolor palette. The one thing I love about this palette is that you're able to take this section off and use the case as a place to mix our colors at. What we need to do is add some water to our brush and mix it with our blue. You can start mixing it on this spot here. The more water we add to the paint, the lighter it will get. With watercolor, it's more about experimenting with the water and paint in order to create different shades. For the pot, I want to create more shadows on it, so I will need to add more paint to the water to make it darker. When you need to clean your brush, make sure that there is no excess paint coming off. This is what we use the paper towel for. As you can see, there's no paint on the paper towel, so that means it's a very clean brush. Since the pot needs to dry, we will start working on the cactus part. Again, we'll wet our paintbrush and add some water to the green. We'll lightly mix it into the palette section here. And as you can see, the paint is very light green. And we'll start working it in into our sketch we're working on. And as you can see, I am very lightly adding pressure to the paintbrush. I added a little too much water, so what we'll do is just get the paper towel and lightly scoop it up. And this is why I love working with watercolor. It's very easy to fix your mistakes by using just simple paper towel and water. Lightly add more paint to the middle here. And you will just go with the flow of the water here. A little bit too much water, dry it up, and as you can see, it slightly makes a highlight in the cactus there. Light pressure to the paint. Don't rub the paint off, it'll mess with your watercolor paper, so you'll just lightly tap it out. Let's see, we want to add some black to make this green a little bit darker than the green we have here. Again, it's all about experimenting with your colors, figuring out what works. As you can see, I added a little bit too much paint onto here, but as you can see, the water helps it move around. You can see we're adding shadow. Some little pricklies here. And again, we will add darker shading to this side of the cactus. Again, it's just creating a little shadow, giving it more character. Again, you can do your painting however you would like. This is just for you to relax, have a good time, mess with colors. One of the benefits of painting is being a stress reliever. You know, just having fun with it, adding detail. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's your own little creation here. And it does take time to get used to watercolor. It took me a long time to get the hang of it. But some of you might be pros and really good at water painting. Add more water to make it less light. And we'll add it to this back side here. And to this side here. Alright. And if any of you have a hair dryer, that's a bonus and helps dry the paint a lot quicker. For this demonstration, I'm just simply letting it air dry. Alright, let's add some soil to our pot here. As you can see, it's got some dirt in there, a little bit too much water. Alright, and just slightly add some dirt. And you know what, we'll throw some brown on this cactus. We'll give him some age. Like he's been aging out in this little pot here. And just let the water take the brown wherever it wants to go. Some brown on the side. We'll take some of this brown, put them here. And just let the water take it wherever it wants to go. And again, if it goes off, you can use the paper towel to wipe it clean. And add a little brown to here. So as you can see, he's got some age to him. Alright, let's start with our little blossoms on the top. See, this is a red color. Mix it with the red, make it light, add more water. And it should create a pinkish color. There you go. And just lightly push it against there, spread it out. Again, just letting the water take it wherever it needs to go. Yep, see, that's not a clean brush, so we whack it in the water some more. And look, clean brush. And just slightly drag it into the flowers. As you can see, I can fix it however I want. If I want to make this section darker, add more paint. Alright, next I'm going to use a thin line Sharpie. Again, it's up to you if you want to keep it this way. I'm just experimenting here and decided, okay, we'll use a Sharpie to create the outlines for this cactus and our art piece. You can also use a pen, a marker. Must be permanent marker. If you use a Crayola marker, it'll most likely bleed if the paper is still wet. And as you can see, we completed our very own watercolor cactus painting. Ta-da! Thank you all for joining me in today's paint session. I would love to see your art pieces in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful day.